Good morning. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are. 16 October. I have a little time before my engagement, and I'm going to pick you up right where I left off. We're at Sunset La Cienega in Los Angeles, California, West Hollywood. And you recognize these images. There's the old building that's no longer here. And let's just move right along. Okay, moving right along. I hope everybody's doing well wherever you are on the globe, that your weather isn't too bad, and you're doing you're having the day a good time, whatever you decide to do. Now, here on the left used to be the Tiffany Theater. Oh, big engine, big engine. Where is it? There it is. There it is. That is a huge engine. That's got to be a 19 something, a 19. So this is that's the hotel on the corner that we saw. Now this is a whole new, like a temporary, the Tiffany Theater used to be located here. And now it's 8500 Sunset. And this is, this over here behind me has been vacant forever. This is the Sterling Sunset Plaza, see? And this is the gentleman that got caught saying bad words. I guess his girlfriend at the time, or whoever she was at the time, recorded him saying bad words. He was the owner of the Lakers, I think, and he had to step down because of the controversy caused by his language. Unknowingly was a little bit toxic and caustic. So this used to be the Tiffany Theater over here. This is now a place, it's called AKA. You can go on your computer and you can see how terribly expensive it is here. Maybe I can get across the street. I don't know if I'm gonna get across the street, but I'm just gonna, very expensive. And you can rent these by the night, or maybe by the week, or long term, short term. And they're unbelievable. As you can see, what a complex. All the way from La Cienega west, all the way to Altaloma Drive. So, very nice. Here's my favorite pizza parlor. This is where I go and eat pizza. Joe's Pizza, very good. And that's where I can be found quite often, eating pizza. And I used to park my car in here a lot before I found another location. So we're heading on Sunset Boulevard. This used to be the Playboy building over here, right in front. And there it is. If you want to go on your computer, you can say AKA, and you can see exactly what they're charging to stay there, rent there, and be there. And they have a restaurant at the bottom. And so this 8560 used to be the old Playboy building at one time. And then here we have a lot of stores have, as you can see, have gone out of business. The COVID-19 has just knocked the socks off just about everything. Some of the things that happened today in history, in 1916, the first birth control clinic was opened in Brooklyn, New York. The first women's birth control clinic This is a watch store. Look at this beautiful watch store. Wait till you see this. This used to be a gas station when I first came to Los Angeles in 1989. There's some big engines. Big engine. Big engine. With a stereo to boot. This used to be a gas station, and now it's West Time. And look at the architecture on this bad boy. This is nothing but watches. Watches. See? This is a very, I guess, I would think a high-end watch store. No doubt. And then this is all new here. All this development is all new. There's a gym, Equinox. And this is Mel's Drive-In, 24 hours. Haven't eaten here in a long time. That pizza's too good over Joe's, so I don't go there. I don't eat here because the pizza's just too good at Joe's. And I love pizza. And here we go. We're starting the Sunset Plaza right here. Some stores are vacant. Very expensive stores. Beauty salon, makeup. This is all the women that have a lot of money. This is where they come. And some of the services that they provide. I don't know if you can see that with the glare from the glass. This one is called Dry Bar. But the women go in there and they can get their cocktails while they're getting their, what's back here? Welcome to Sunset Plaza. See? And this is the famous Sunset Plaza. And up behind here is the Hollywood Hills, another portion of the Hollywood Hills. And here's a parking lot in the back. Hello, sir. He's not very friendly. I said, hello, sir. And he didn't say anything and kind of looked when I said, hello, sir. And then turned around. So I can't. Here's a barber shop. And a billboard. Look at this billboard. So these are all high-end shops here. And that gentleman I've seen him since forever when I used to live next to Pink Dot. He's the security for this facility. There's always somebody. Now this is the restaurant. Hi, buddy. Yeah, I know. This is the restaurant. This is the restaurant owned by the movie star. See, this is his hamburger place. He's a pretty good actor. I like him. Forget what his name is right now. You probably know what what his name is. Here's the intersection here. And I'm gonna go across. You can see downtown LA in the background. Not downtown, well, the west, south of the Sunset Plaza. It is Chin Chin, very popular restaurant, just delicious food. Another extravagance. Look at these dresses. Just bring money. What do you think? $2,500, $3,000, $5,000, right? You can't take it with you. You got a rich husband, you come down here, or a rich girlfriend, and you just go to town. So you can tell everybody you were in Sunset Plaza. And I don't know how I'm gonna have to speed it up. Another dress shop. Look at this. You wonder how they stay in business. Well, if they're very wealthy people who own these shops, they really don't care whether they make money or not. That gives the women something to do. Janet wants to open up a shop. Look, here's an icon guy right here. You know who he is, right? That's Andy Warhol. Who knew you could draw a Campbell's soup can and be put on a pedestal as high as the sky for incorporate? It was a new type of art. It was some kind of vanguard what he did. This soup can made this guy an icon of pop art that lives on today. I mean, they're still making money on this, you know, and it's just when you get your ticket punched, you know, you could draw a piece of feces, and if you did a good job and somebody thought it was good and they punched your ticket, then I think that's what happened. I mean, it's a Campbell's soup can, for crying out loud. It's a picture of a Campbell's soup can. What are we talking about here? Another expensive shop. And this is Sunset Boulevard. And across the street, you got some more restaurants. And they all like to sit out on the patio like they're in France. And between bites, they can inhale some of that big engine exhaust and have the time of their lives. This is another beauty salon of some type, maybe nails. I don't know. Here's a purse. You need a purse for $1,500, maybe $5,000. It's right here. Everything you need is right here. Just come on in, bring money. Just bring money. Bring daddy's money. I'm not going to compete with your father, okay? I'm not going to compete with your father. Before Toyota and Honda, the whole world was buying Chevrolets and Fords. Your father owned a dealership in Los Angeles and made so much money, he could wipe his butt with it. Here's a jeans store. Look at this. How'd you like to come in here? I'll take 3 of those, and I will take 2 of those. And I'll take a pair of shoes. Unbelievable. What is the name of this one? Mac and Kelly. Kids, rich kids. What do you get, kids? See, that's the problem. You can't have rich parents and poor kids. It doesn't make sense. You can't come home in a Rolls Royce and have your son or daughter driving around in a beater. It's going to be an eyesore for the, look at this dental. This is new. I haven't seen this before. And a lot of cosmetic surgery. You see old people with the best teeth in the world. I'm envious. And those teeth aren't cheap. They're like $100,000, $400,000 for teeth, you know. And everybody's got movie star teeth. Everybody's got movie star teeth. Old people, they can't walk. They're in a walker. They're even in a wheelchair, but they got movie star teeth, perfect teeth. Years ago, you'd see people with missing teeth left and right. Here's another building over here. I don't know what the I don't know how many of those dwellings are rented or not. I'm gonna come down here right at the end, show you where Tower Records used to be, and then I gotta hightail it back. Maybe I'll cross the street and take you on the other side. Some other offices. And then further west on Sunset as we go, and that becomes the rock and roll district, the Viper Room, where that gentleman, Mr. Phoenix, was flapping around on the pavement like a fish one evening and lost his life. That building over there has been there forever. That's an iconic looking building. And the Whiskey, the Roxy, the Rainbow, the Viper Room, that's all west. But we're not going to get that far now. Here's a construction site. What are they doing over here? Look at this new, this is all Blade Runner now. What we're seeing now, I think, with the architecture is we're leaving a period of architecture and we're moving into the Blade Runner. If you ever saw Blade Runner, I'm not such a big fan of the second one, but the original Blade Runner is really iconic. Look at this billboard, all the electronics. They can change the images. Guns N' Roses used to stay over there. That's big engine. Big engine. Where is he? There he goes. Big engine. Jesus. And Guns N' Roses used to live over there for a while. In that big building, the tall one. I forget the name of that. I used to sublet across the street from a gentleman that was on the road a lot. One time our water was off. And I tell you, I went across the street to that apartment complex, or that condo complex, and I took a shower in the pool area. And I'll tell you, it was the best water pressure that I've ever had in my whole life. Just amazing water pressure. Unbelievable. There's another gin mill across the street. Another advertisement. Avenue of the Stars. Century City. In the previous video when I was doing the tour of Sunset Boulevard, I couldn't figure out what that complex was. Those two big buildings. That's Century City. That's Beverly Hills and Century City. If you remember, I couldn't figure out what it was. Here's another billboard. This is where Spargo's used to be. See up here? This was Spargo's at one time, but it went away. And this is a movie house, a production house. That used to be where Chronicle movie people used to, this is the block, Horn Avenue, that I used to live up here for quite some time. It was pretty nice. Thinks I can get an apartment with parking right up Horn Avenue. Off-street parking, anytime you can get that. So I was paying peanuts, splitting the rent with this other gentleman that was on the road quite often. And this is the Tower Records, the famous Tower Records. You've seen it in movies. You've seen it everywhere. I'm gonna stop here, and because I'm running out of time, as usual. That way, west, continuing west, is all the other stuff. Like I said, the rock and roll portion. Another billboard. I think that's one we saw before. Killing it in the suburbs. You. Can't figure out all this nonsense, I tell you. All right, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move back down the road and not try to get run over by a vehicle, because they do drive. Everybody seems to be in a rush. If you're gonna make a train, or you're on the way to the airport, you know, I could see being in a rush, but otherwise, I don't know. Take it easy. You know? And for work, it's better to be late for work if you have to work than have a problem rushing to work. What time is it now? I gotta move along here. One of the other items of interest, look at their billboard. See, it changes its image. They can advertise more than a number of products or services on one billboard. There's, what is that, Banana Republic? Yeah. Bring money when you go into one of those places, too. The shirts and the pants are about $5 in Southeast Asia. And in America, they're a lot more. Oh, that's a nice image. Oh, and I lost it. The other item of interest per se, look at this, there must have been an accident here. Look at all this glass. Now, if this was an accident, no, it looks like a mirror. It looks like somebody dropped a mirror out of a truck. That's what it was. That doesn't look like automobile glass. If that was automobile glass, it wouldn't be there, because the tow truck operator is supposed to clean up the street after he tows the damaged car. So I think that is a mirror. Quite a large mirror. Look at all that glass. That I'm gonna go now. Jeez, the last thing you want to do is go to the hospital because you got hit by a car. And people think they're safe in crosswalks. You're not safe anywhere in the street. It doesn't matter what the light is, what color the light is, red, green, yellow. You got the right of way or not. You're just not safe in a crosswalk, just like you're not safe anywhere where vehicles are traveling at any type of speed. But people, you see them every day just strolling across the street, taking their time. And Sunset Towers, okay. And in 1964, China tested successfully its first atomic nuclear weapon. 1964, and they've been on a tear ever since. I mentioned this in previous videos. They're in the big time now. They are no longer a whipping boy. They're no longer slave to European powers. They're no longer going to put up with being harassed, and they want to be treated on an equal plane, just like anybody else would want to be treated on an equal plane. The United States is continually talking down to China. They have to, and I find this fascinating because isn't China holding a lot of money of ours, or taking a lot of bonds or some kind of nonsense? There's a Ferrari. It's a big engine, huh? Big engine. They're taking a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. There's the moon. Can you see the moon? Let me see if I can let you see the moon. I guess. Not really. Hi. So, what is that? Acorn? Where the heck did that come from? Oh, there's an acorn tree here. It's a nice tree. That was what I tripped on. Acorn. Those are the seed pods that produce more trees. So we have recapping 1916, the first women's birth control clinic in Brooklyn, 1916, and that was started by Margaret Sanger, Sanger. So our hats are off. There's the soup cans again. Can you believe it? Making all that money and all that fame and fortune, drawing a soup can. But America needed something. Europeans had artists and actors, a lot of beautiful, great English actresses and actresses, and America needed something to compete with what was going on in Europe. So they made Marlon Brando. They put him on a pedestal because he was America's what's the famous English actor? Olivier. So Marlon Brando became America's choice to compete with the popularity of European and English actors and French actors and actresses. And I think this guy with the damn Campbell's soup can, it was just something that was manufactured. The people in the know and the people in the industry decide. I'm not saying he wasn't a great artist, but a soup can? He painted a soup can. A soup can. I mean, how desperate was the American art scene at the time that they put this guy, Andy Warhol, they put this guy on a pedestal for making images of soup cans. I mean, I don't know anything about art, but I know what's stupid. Can I have an opinion? It's a soup can. A 5-year-old can draw a soup can. Here comes a big engine. Where is it? Oh, wow, I heard it. There it is. Big engine. Big engine. Wow, Lamborghini. Big engine. Big engine. Wow. Anyway, it's a soup can. It's just a soup can. So that's it. Thank you, Margaret, 1916, for opening up a women's birth control clinic in Brooklyn. I guess Brooklyn was a kind of a dicey place. They needed that service, and that's where they decided to open it up. And 1964, China successfully tested or detonated its first nuclear bomb. And they're off to the races. The rest is history. Yeah. See, the media has so much power. All it has to do is start bad-mouthing China every night of the week, all week long, all month long, all year long, and then the people will think China is bad. 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 And that's how it works. And what can you do? I'm sure China it's all relative to me anyway. Those people in China, they're shopping, they're getting civilized, they're modernized. You saw the opening Olympics in Beijing. You saw that display of technical know-how and expertise. This is not a third world nation anymore. And I doubt that China is going to put up with any... I don't know how I got on this subject. I'm sorry. I don't need to go off on a tangent. But evidently I did. So have a great Sunday. I hope you enjoyed this little walk and talk. And I'll see you on the rebound. There it is again, if you want to look that up just for fun. It's called AKA Residences. And they have them all over the United States in major cities. And this is like a brand new facility right here. And you can stay there, but it won't be cheap. Bring money. Just bring money. And bring lots of it. So have a good day. I'm gonna sign off and go about my business.